Please be seated. Nelson Mandela, South Africa's first president who was elected in a fully representative democratic election, once said, "Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world." Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon and a very warm welcome to SLIIT, the pioneer and the largest degree-awarding institute in Sri Lanka. It gives me immense pleasure to welcome you all to the inauguration ceremony of the year 2024 as the first day of a worthy investment you have made to enrich your life. To start off today's proceedings, I would like to cordially invite Professor Lakshman Ratnayake, Chancellor of SLIIT, to welcome and address the gathering. Professor Lakshman L. Ratnayake brings more than 48 years of experience to the education industry, and he's a senior professor and the chairman of SLIIT since 2014. He's an emeritus professor in civil engineering at University of Moratuwa. He has served as an adjunct professor at University of Calgary, Canada, and adjunct associate professor at Utah State University, USA. He was the vice chairman of the UGC from 2001 to 2006, the dean of the Faculty of Engineering from 1995 to 2001 at the University of Moratuwa, and head of the Department of Civil Engineering from 1989 to 1994 in the same university. He was the vice chairman of, Professor Lakshman Ratnayake is a past president of the Institution of Engineers, Sri Lanka, a past president of the Chartered Institute of Transport, Sri Lanka, and a past chairman of the Board of Trustees, IESL. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Vice Chancellor, Professor SLIIT Gamage, Pro Vice Chancellors, Deans of Faculties, C-level persons in the podium, the professors and heads of departments, academic staff members, and dear students, and also I can see some parents as well. Let me warmly welcome our students and the parents to Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology, commonly known as SLIIT. And also, let me congratulate all the students who have been enrolled and selected to follow a program at SLIIT. SLIIT is a great place to be in your university life. Why do I say like that? SLIIT is very unique in all aspects of a university education. SLIIT educational experience prepares well-rounded graduates who are academically outstanding, practically grounded, and socially responsible, which are key factors of a reputed university. Not only that, our SLIIT graduates are distinguished by their broad outlook and openness to different perspectives, which are critical when you start working in the industry. Our graduates are of high quality because we have an outstanding set of academic staff members, state-of-the-art laboratories, one of the best libraries in the country, very sophisticated up-to-date library, and also our programs are well recognized and accredited by both national and international accreditation bodies. I think you will come to know more when the other speakers talk to you about our programs. Another important factor is that SLIIT graduates are globally employed, not only in Sri Lanka, but in more developed countries like United Kingdom, Australia, New Zealand, Canada, US, and so on, which is a very important recognition for us. Not only that, our graduates are very well accepted in almost all the internationally reputed universities in any part of the world. It may be UK, Australia, Canada, USA, and so on. And many of them have completed masters and PhDs in these countries, which shows that our graduates are very well accepted in any part of the world. So these are some of the important factors which I want to highlight at this inaugural ceremony. In addition to what I said, the Vice Chancellor and others will talk more about our graduates. And also, I should mention the fact that we at SLIIT will make sure that your program of studies will be completed in the 4-year period, and you will be able to get a degree at the end of the 4th year at a graduation ceremony held in this auditorium with your gowns on. For the last 25 years, we have been doing that. And we sincerely hope that we will be able to do it even in the future. And also, I think I must mention this is a unique occasion for all of us in this auditorium, because SLIIT is celebrating Silver Jubilee this year, 25th anniversary. We established this institute in 1999, so you are the Silver Jubilee batch, which entered in March 24, which is a unique batch in our history. So finally, let me wish you good luck and all the best for the next 4 years. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to cordially invite Professor Lalit Gamage, Vice Chancellor of SLIIT, to address the gathering. Professor Lalit Gamage was the chief architect in establishing the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology in 1999 and currently holding the position of its Vice Chancellor and CEO. In year 2000, he won the Outstanding Young Person of the Year Award for Academic Leadership. He's an affiliate professor at University of British Columbia, Canada. In promoting the IT industry of Sri Lanka, Professor Gamage served the government as the chairman of Information and Communication Technology Agency of Sri Lanka, chairman of Lanka Software Foundation, chairman of Arthur C. Clarke Institute for Modern Technologies, chairman of the ICT Cluster, and the executive director of Trade Information Network of Sri Lanka Export Development Board. Professor Gamage also took the lead in establishing Sri Lanka's first technology incubator, Concept Nursery, which has produced a large number of successful technological companies. He's an electronic and telecommunication engineering graduate from the University of Mortua and holds a PhD from the University of British Columbia, Canada. His research areas include computer vision, artificial intelligence, robotics, and evolutionary computing. Professor Gamage won the Most Outstanding ICT Contributor of the Year award at the NBQSA, the National ICT Awards 2020. Sir, you're cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to SLIIT. First of all, I must congratulate all of you on being selected to follow a program at SLIIT. And also thank you for selecting SLIIT as the institution for your degree program. And I can tell you that you have made the right choice. Today is a very exciting day for all of you, the students as well as the parents. I have experienced both as a student way back in 1981 when I entered Morato University, and as a parent, of course, a couple of years ago, 3-4 years ago. So it's a great day for both students as well as for parents, because for you, the students, you are entering a very crucial part of your life. Now during this period, 4 years, you're going to be transformed from a school student to a professional who is going to contribute to the development of our country and beyond. This transformation, now you have studied in school, primary, secondary. Now if you think that this is a continuation of that, you're wrong, you're not right. Because during this period, during school times, you studied. Generally, more classroom type of study during schools, then probably some tuition classes, and you were mainly preparing for exams. Whereas here, you need to advance your knowledge, acquire skills, and you need to be able to apply these to solve problems. So the education part per se, I would say, maybe about 60 to 65%. So obviously you will gain new knowledge, acquire new skills, technical skills, combine both maybe 60 to 65%. But these other skills, applying what you have learned, because that is what the industry needs to solve problems. It's a skill that you have to develop. And also sometimes these problems are not very well defined, and the knowledge that you have learned at SLIIT, now if you get a question in an exam from something that the teacher has not taught you, you will go and complain saying that, look, sir, miss, you didn't teach us this part. But here it's not so. There will be occasions where you have to solve a problem, but you may not have all the knowledge that you have to solve this problem. In such situations, you need to be able to learn, independently learn, and acquire that knowledge. So you need to be able to carry out research and acquire that knowledge, and then solve these problems. So it's critical thinking, application of knowledge in one aspect. So there are several components to this transformation. First part is acquisition of new knowledge, new skills, then application of knowledge, critical thinking, carrying out research, independent learning to solve problems, then developing your communication skills. Now, to solve problems, you know that you need to understand the problem first. In order to understand the problem, you need to communicate with people. Right? So you need to be able to effectively communicate and gather information. And then you need to be able to communicate with your teams, colleagues, if you are solving the problem as part of a team. And once the problem is solved, you need to be able to communicate that effectively to the clients or the customer to say that this is what we have solved. So developing communication skills is very crucial. Then I mentioned already you need to be able to work in teams. So this is a skill that you need to develop. And sometimes you may even you may need to lead teams. So developing leadership skills. So these are the skills that you need to develop. In addition to gaining knowledge, acquiring new knowledge, to become that professional. So with that, I'll tell you, we have, as I mentioned, I think our chairman also mentioned, SLIIT, you made the right choice. So we have all the mechanisms, the learning mechanism, learning teaching environment, and other components to take you through that journey to become that professional. So let me first introduce, you have already seen and heard Professor Lakshman Ratnaik, our Chancellor, then Professor Rimal Rajapaksa, Deputy Vice Chancellor and Provost, he's not here. Then Professor Samanhal Gamuge, he's also Deputy Vice Chancellor, working about 50% of the time. Research, innovation, and global engagement. He is also a professor at University of Melbourne, so he is working like 50-50 here and there. Then Professor Rahul Atalage, Pro-Vice Chancellor Academic. Then Professor Samantha Telijagoda is not here. He is Pro-Vice Chancellor Research and International. And Professor Nuan Kodagoda, Pro-Vice Chancellor Computing. Then we also have deans of the faculties. Professor Pradeep Abegunwadana, Dean, Faculty of Computing. Professor Suren Peter, he's also not here because our business students are not here in this session. He's the Dean of SLIIT Business School. We have Dr. Malitha Vijayasundara, Dean of Faculty of Humanities and Sciences. Professor Samant Tilakasiri, Dean, Faculty of Engineering. Professor Colin Pearis is here, Dean, Academic Development and Quality Assurance. We have a specific Dean for Academic Development and Quality Assurance to ensure our programs to be current and relevant and also assure quality continuously. Professor Lalit De Silva is also not here because these architecture students are not here. He's the head of School of Architecture. Then we have Mr. Chaminda Bandara, who is our Chief Technical Officer as well as Chief Academic Affairs Officer acting. Mr. Udita Gamage, Chief Student Services and Outreach Officer. And Mr. Niraj Muthukuda, who is also not here, he's Director, Chief Financial Officer. So I think we all should know what our vision and mission are. Our vision is to advance knowledge, foster and promote innovation, to enrich lives and broaden horizons. Now in this vision, we did not talk about any education. See, what we want you to be, we want to enrich your life. The method of enriching your life is through education. So we want you to be happy, ultimately, in whatever that you do, and also broadening horizons. We want to, open up opportunities for you and prepare you to seize those opportunities, and also prepare to face challenges that come your way so that you can progress through your career. Then the mission is to create a learning and research environment for our students and staff to be innovative and dedicated to excellence, to produce graduates with strong analytical, these are some of the things that I mentioned, problem solving and communication skills to serve our nation and beyond. So, Professor Ratnayaka mentioned that we are celebrating our 25 years of excellence. We started in 1999. So 25 years of success and contribution to the nation. I can also tell you some facts you may not have known. We are the largest university in Sri Lanka. There are about 22 government state universities and about 40 non-state institutions. And if you put all together, we are the largest university with more than 25,000 students. So you're going to have a huge network. And we have already produced more than 40,000 graduates. So this is about the size and how we have contributed, but we also, place heavy emphasis on research and the quality of education, and those have resulted in SLIT to be in the top 200 in South Asian universities, and within reputable ranking systems, Times Higher Education, QS, and SkyMargo, according to Times Higher Education Impact Rankings, we are ranked 6th. This is taking all government universities and non-state universities, higher education institutes together. And according to SkyMargo, we are ranked 5th. And continuously, right throughout, we have been ranked number 1 among the non-state institutions. So this validates what we are saying and the quality of our education and the level of research that we conduct. So in terms of diversity, we have more than 75 different degree programs, going from undergraduate programs to master's programs and MPhil programs, masters in research programs, and all the way up to PhD. Our degree programs are approved by either UGC formally and now Ministry of Education and Higher Education. We are members of International Association of Commonwealth Universities, International Association of Universities, and our programs are accredited by many agencies. If you take the computing programs, all our computing programs are accredited by IET, which is the UK accrediting body for IT and engineering, electrical engineering degrees, and we have the only accredited program, so our graduates become chartered engineers in UK when you complete the program here. Then our program is also accredited by the local body, CSSL. Our curtain engineering programs are accredited by Engineers Australia. Our own mechanical engineering and civil engineering programs are recognized by IESL. And as Professor Ratnaik also mentioned, we produce readily employable graduates. Our graduate employment rates are nearly 98%. Actually, most of the students, even before the graduation, they are employed. So within 6 months, we have about 98% employment rate, and this is because of the quality of the programs that we conduct, and the relevance, how industry relevant they are, and also the way we conduct the program, because we have industrial training programs, and we get feedback from industry, continuous feedback from industry, and also we have partnered with more than 50 industry and universities. We have more than 50 industry partners and university partners. So industry partners will give us feedback about our graduates' performance, the relevance of the curriculum, they teach, we do joint consultancy and research work. And the university partnerships are also important because we transfer students. If you want to go and study in another country, there are seamless transferability from our programs to their programs. Their lecturers come and do some lectures. We do collaborative research programs. And in terms of university partnerships, we have partnered with very top-notch universities in the world. Now, for example, University of Queensland. University of Queensland is one of the top 50 universities in the world, and it's one of the G8 universities in Australia. And to get into their computing or engineering programs, one needs minimum of 3 years. Whereas if you do it here, you can transfer with your SLIIT. After doing 1 or 2 years here, you can immediately transfer because our institution is 100% recognized by them. So University of Edinburgh is another university for engineering and so on. Then University of Western Australia, all are top 50 universities in the world. And our architecture program is also accredited by RIBA, Royal Institute of British Architects. So these are some of the campuses. You are here at Mala Bay campus. We built a brand new campus in Kandy. I don't know how many of you have seen that campus. It's a very nice campus which can accommodate about 8,000 students with accommodation facilities for about 800. So it's right next to Pallekele Cricket Stadium. So we are having inauguration sessions, the students there on Wednesday. Then we built a campus in Jaffna, Northern Uni, which is also developing fast. And we are also planning to have a larger campus there. Our metro campus is the place where we started our programs way back in 1999, and we were there until we built this campus, and we moved here in 2002, but we continue to operate metro campus. We have centers in Matara, Kurunagala, and also with Curtin University, one of our most long-standing partners. We have built a campus jointly with Curtin. So it's a branch campus of Curtin University of Australia, and that is located in Navamawata in the central Colombo city area. So our students, like you, we want to encourage you to participate in various activities. They have won many awards and brought many accolades to SLIIT. I'm just showing these two because these are two current things. Last year, a group of our students became world second in Microsoft Imagine Cup. I mean, the entire world participated. They became number 1 in Asia and then went to compete with the other regions. There were 3 regions, Americas and Europe and Africa, and they became runners-up. And then this year also we have 2 teams who are at the semi-final stage, and they will also hopefully win a world-level prize, and we fully support them and wish them all very best. And these are some of the other achievers. Now, Galina Basnayaka is a silver medalist at 4th Asian Paralympic Games. So this is a 4th Asian Games. That's a very good achievement. And then Kyle Abesinghe is Sri Lankan national swimmer who is going to take part in Paris 2024 Olympics. So that's a very high level. And also Anusara Abegunawardana is a national swimmer. So that's about sports, other achievements of students. How about our graduates? They are doing very well. I mean, I'm only taking 4. Mr. Sandun Hapugoda is the country manager for Sri Lanka and Maldives for MasterCard. Then Dr. Upendra Piris is CEO of Orel IT, a large IT company. Professor Sampath Jayalat is a professor in the Department of Electrical Engineering at the University of Cape Town, South Africa. So these people have, flourished in many ways. And Mr. Chamira Jayasinghe, he started off at our incubator and he has grown his company to be a large IT company, and he's the founder and the CEO of Arimac. So it's not just all about, studying, developing other skills. Our students also have fun in addition to their extra, academic activities and co-curricular activities. So there are many fun events, and these fun events are also important to develop your other skills that I mentioned, whether it is singing competition, Vasanta Muadora, annual get-together. You will also have a annual get-together very soon. SLIIT's Got Talent, Lantharuma, Colors Awards, sports events. We have more than 20 sports, and we encourage you to participate in these sports. It is a very good way to develop your other skills. I mean, team building skills, leadership skills. So many of these SLIIT work, and they are fun because you need to be, enjoying yourselves as well, because you're going to have a, memorable period at SLIIT, and when you have your own, careers and families and children, you can also narrate how you spend the time at SLIIT. So in 4 years' time, this is where you want to be. And whole of last week, we had convocation ceremonies. Last batch was our largest batch. We graduated more than 2,100 graduates. And we want you to be here in 4 years' time. And I wish you all the very best. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Professor Nuwan Kodagoda, Pro-Vice Chancellor of Faculty of Computing, to share some insights to the undergraduate study programs delivered at the faculty. Professor Nuwan Kodagoda obtained his BSc Engineering Honours degree and MPhil degree from the University of Moratuwa and was awarded his PhD from Sheffield Hallam University, UK. He joined academia in 2001 and has held positions Chairman of Curriculum and Academic Quality Committee, Head of the Department of Information Technology, Head of the Department of Software Engineering, Head of the Department of Computer Science and Software Engineering, and Dean of Faculty of Computing before being promoted to Pro-Vice Chancellor of Faculty of Computing. His research interests include the fields of algorithm design and optimization in parallel computing, machine learning, use and development of software engineering tools to improve software development processes and e-learning. Sir, you're cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, Chancellor, Professor Lakshman Ratnayaka, Vice Chancellor, Professor Lalit Kamage, Pro-Vice Chancellors, Deans, associate deans, chief officers, directors, heads of departments, and other members of the head table. My dear parents and my dear students, so let me also take this opportunity to welcome all of you and also congratulate you for joining SLIIT. So there are students representing Faculty of Computing, Faculty of Humanities and Sciences, and also the Engineering faculty. So in my presentation, I'll talk a little bit about the Faculty of Computing. So if you take the Faculty of Computing, it is easily one of the largest faculties in Sri Lanka. With the intake that we will have this year, we will reach over 13,000 students. We have 9 professors and 30 PhD holders, and our in-house academic strength is 160 permanent staff members. And we also have, like other faculties, a very strong professorial network where we get professors from other universities, from foreign universities. In fact, recently, there was a professor from Canada who actually took some courses for the engineering faculty and did some workshops for our students. So those were some extra workshops that he did on data science. So you have opportunities to mingle with foreign professors who will share their experience in addition to the cadre that we have. So in my faculty, we had the dean, I think he was introduced earlier, Professor Pradeep Abegunawardana. The faculty also has 2 associate deans. Professor Dasuni Navin, I think is not here. She is the associate dean research, and Professor Anuradha Karuna Sen is the associate dean academic. In addition to that, the faculty has 5 departments. So if you are from the computing faculty, I think you are mainly enrolled to the BSc Honours IT program. So Dr. Samantha Rajapaksha is heading the Department of IT, and in his department, we are offering the IT specialization and the interactive media specialization. That's if you have selected that as computing students. Professor Anuradha Jayakodi heads the Department of Computer Systems and Engineering, and in his department, we run the specializations, Information Systems Engineering, Cyber Security, and Computer Systems and Networking. Dr. Kalpani Manatunga heads the Department of Software Engineering, and if you have selected software engineering, that is conducted through her department. Dr. Jeevani Bamanusingha is heading the Department of Computer Science. So some of you might be here who are selected computer science, so that is conducted through her department. And also the data science specialization is also conducted through her department. Since we are a very large faculty, we have a separate division called the first year division, and that is headed by Dr. Namali Valagampaya. Now this first year division and the other support staff here are here to help you. So as Professor Gamage mentioned, there is a big difference between school education and university education. In the school education, the A-levels that you did, well, you went to school, but I'm pretty sure most of the time you spend at tuition classes, where tuition masters are like gods for you. But here it's very different. Here we treat you as adults, and you are responsible for your learning. Lecturers, professors, and PhD holders, they are there just to guide you only. We are only resource people, and you have to do the learning by yourself. So the way that you learn is very different from school, so you may have challenges to adjust. And also, I believe most of you are coming from Sinhala medium or maybe Tamil medium schools. In SLIIT, like in other universities, we use English for all communications, so you may have a challenge with that. So let me introduce a few other staff members of the faculty that you can meet. Mr. Hemantha Muthukumarana, he's not here. He's the Director Administration. So as Professor Gamage mentioned, like there are many support mechanisms for students at SLIIT. We have a central student support system or student service. The faculty, because we are a large faculty, we also have our own services where you can come and meet our staff headed by Mr. Hemantha if you have any non-academic, non-subject related help that you need. So Ms. Shalini Rupasinghe is the person responsible for the orientation program. So from next Monday onwards, from April 1st, you will start your orientation, and she will be coordinating the Faculty of Computing orientation. We are planning to start the year 1, semester 1 for you somewhere in July, and Dr. Sanvita Kasturiarachi is looking after the IT program when you move on to the year 1. And if there are students doing computer science and computer systems engineering, it's Mr. Jeevaka Pereira who will look after your studies. So, so these are very important people, especially in your first year of studies. Of course, there will be lecturers, Typically, you will be studying 4 subjects per semester. So in addition to the lecturers, these are the people that are important to you, especially in the first year. So as Professor Gamage mentioned, we have centers, there are 6 centers altogether, with I think the Curtin campus it's 7. And there are computing students who are starting and having their inaugurations in 5 other centers. So we have a Mathura Center, we have the Kandy Uni Center, we have the Northern Uni Center, there is a center in Kurunagala, and also a center in Mathura. So just like you are here as computing students, there are other students, and they will be having inaugurations during this week. So this is the main program that you are registered to if you are from computing, that is the BSc Honours in IT, and you may have already decided which specialization that you want to do based on the information that you have got. So we have software engineering, information systems engineering, computer systems and networking, cyber security, data science, interactive media, and IT. Now, you may have a little bit of an idea about what these programs are, but you will learn more about this. The good news is, for 1.5 years, all these 7 specializations have a common set of modules. In other words, for 1.5 years, the modules or the subjects that you take will be common. So during these 1.5 years, or 3 semesters as it is called, you will get a better idea about what data science is. You will get a better idea about what interactive media is. You will get a better idea of information systems engineering. And by the time you move on to the second semester, or your 4th semester, you can make an informed decision about what you want to study. So although you have made a decision now, you can change that by the time you go to the 4th semester with more details that you have, and maybe you might want to change what you want to do at that point. Now, the other 2 degrees, if there are students following that, is the BSc Honours in Computer Science and BSc Honours in Computer Systems Engineering. So these 2 degrees are especially for the physical science stream math students. We only take a very small number of students for this. So just to kind of tell you the difference between these 2 programs, the BSc Honours in IT program is a more applied IT degree, where we learn the necessary technologies, skills, and know-how that you need to have to work from day 1 in an IT organization. So we teach you about current technology that is there, and also a little bit about future technology. As you know, the IT sector is growing, and there are a lot of new things that people talk about. There's Gen AI, and a lot of new types of applications that are coming up. Now, we need to have some individuals who can develop these toolkits, these frameworks, and these technologies. And those students will be the computer science and the computer systems engineering students. So their programs will have a very strong mathematical foundation, and they will cover a lot of core foundational skills that will enable them to develop the next set of technologies that we all want to use in the future. So as mentioned, our degrees are accredited by the Ministry of Education, IET, and also CSSL. And let me very briefly tell you about the other programs that we have, the postgraduate programs. So the computing faculty has 4 master's programs currently, and these are the masters that we have. And we also have PhD programs. So we have programs from undergraduate to PhD, and these are the PhD programs that we have. So as a large faculty, the faculty also needs to work with the industry very closely. And in fact, the faculty has a separate unit called the Industry Engagement Unit. So these are some of the academic, the industry partners that we work with, only a very few that are shown here. But we continuously engage with the industry because we need their support and help. And these are some of the reasons why we work with the industry. So students, like when you move on to the 3rd year, you have to do an internship. Now in computing, an internship means you are basically working. You'll be put into the deep end, and you will work as other colleagues in that particular organization. So we need to provide opportunities for internships for all our students in computing. And that is one of the reasons that we work very closely with the industry. And to keep our curriculum up to date, we have these industry consultative boards. Basically, we get industry leaders in IT and computing, and we ask for advice about what kind of things that we have to teach, what are the future directions. They look at our curriculum and make recommendations. They also tell us about our graduates, how they are doing in those companies, and also give feedback about our interns. In fact, this Wednesday we are having a DICB, Departmental Industry Consultative Board, and a Faculty Industry Consultative Board for our master's programs. Earlier in 2023, October, we actually had departmental consultative boards for our undergraduate programs. In addition to this, industry also delivers modules. So especially in the 4th year, we have industry, sometimes companies directly coming and then offering modules like IFS, Virtusa, and there are also visiting lecturers who come and share their expertise. One other area that we collaborate with industries is research, because as mentioned, innovation is important, and for that we need to learn about research, and these companies provide us with research opportunities. The faculty also has a number of academies and tech partners, so maybe you might recognize some of them like Microsoft, Oracle, Intel, Linux, Cisco. Cisco is a networking organization. Now these academies actually offer us, and through us, you students, various kinds of courses and certifications. Now, these industry certifications are very important. So in addition to your degree, if you have a certification like AWS certification or maybe a certification from Microsoft or Oracle, they are highly valued in the industry. So through these partnerships that we have, through these academies, some of this content is integrated to their modules. Others, you can take them separately and you can easily get certified in the various IT certifications that are there. And we have an amazing library, and that's the physical thing, but we also have some great digital content. Now, this is something new that we are going to get for the first time in Sri Lanka for Sri Lankan University. That's the O'Reilly library. So this has over 60,000 titles, which all of you will have access to when you move on to your first year, first semester. And it is not only books, so these have cutting-edge books in computing and business. In addition, there's 30,000 hours of video content for various courses. There are live events that you can join. So this is a wonderful platform where you can keep abreast about the fast-moving technologies that are happening in the computer field. So as Professor Gamage mentioned, when you want to graduate and go to the industry, actually there are two things that you need to develop. One is the soft skills, and I'll talk a little bit more about it. The other important skill that you need to have is you need to have lifelong learning skill. In computing, the one constant thing is change. The technology that we use today will be obsolete in a few months in the future. So you may be learning about some programming languages now. By the time you graduate, those languages may not be there. So you need to develop the ability to learn by yourself. So using platforms like O'Reilly and the other digital platforms we have in the library, like the IEEE digital library that we have, you get an opportunity from year 1 onwards to engage in self-learning, to learn things by your own, because that's a very important skill that all undergraduates need to have. The Faculty of Computing also has their own platform called Center for Open and Distance Education, and we offer several free courses. So everyone talks about AI, machine learning, Gen AI, and in fact, for all computing students, we will be teaching this when you come to the year 2. So in year 2 of your studies, you will learn about AI ML. But what I'm saying is you don't have to wait till the year 2. There are many good online sources in the internet, and Faculty of Computing also has this particular code.slit.org, and you can learn about AI and the various technologies related to that by following some of the courses here, which are offered free of charge. We are very proud about our students, and I think Professor Gamage talked about Imagine Cup. So Imagine Cup is competed by all countries in the world. And the picture on the right is a very recent picture of our 2 teams that have been selected to the semifinals. In fact, they were the team, Sri Lankan team won, first winner, and also the Sri Lankan second place winner. So you can see some key people in the picture. So gentleman wearing the dark suit, the tall gentleman is actually, he's the president of Microsoft India and South Asia. And the left-hand corner is the country manager of Microsoft. So this was in a recent ceremony conducted a few days ago, and these students are among the 20 worldwide semifinalists who have been selected. And the semifinals will be held April 1st week, and we wish them all the very best. So as I said, these are just only some snapshots of some of our winners, but these are international competitions. So hopefully there will be some of you who will compete nationally as well as internationally and bring repute to not only Sri Lanka, to not only SLIIT, but also to Sri Lanka. So there are many events organized, and there are events organized by student bodies. So the Faculty of Computing has over 10 student bodies, co-curricular student bodies, and the faculty organizes several events like Code Fest and ICAC. There are musical shows, there are talent shows, and we welcome all of you to participate in all of these. So participating in various clubs and societies, and by participating in these various competitions and various events, you will develop a very important skill called soft skills. That is basically communication skills and working in teams. So communication skills, working in teams, lifelong learning are three fundamental things that all of you need to have if you want to be successful, get successful jobs in the market. So those are very important things. And these are a few snapshots from Code Fest. That is the main competition organized by the Faculty of Computing. You may have heard about Code Fest, but now you have a chance of competing as university students. So we are very proud of our students, what they have achieved. And Professor Gamagiri touched on most of these individuals. I'll touch on one, Dr. Dilshan Silva. He was one of the first people who got his PhDs after graduating from SLIIT. His PhD was from Imperial College London, and now he's working as an engineering director at Black Swan Technologies. So Chamira and Upendra actually started some of these companies that they have, and they are all international companies, and they are doing really well. So coming back to your semester, so at school you had this term, you had 3 terms per year. In a university, typically you have 2 semesters per year. So your first semester will start somewhere in July, and it will last for about 15 weeks. That's the case for all faculties. And at the end of the semester, you will have final exams, just like at school. But in the university, typically you will have midterm exams. That's around the 8th week and 9th week. There will be some assessments, exams. And in addition to that, there will be continuous assessments right throughout. So in addition to traditional exams, you will have to take lab exams, you'll have to do assignments, there will be projects. And these projects and assignments will help you develop these other skills that are important. In fact, if you are at Faculty of Computing from year 1, semester 1, I think in engineering also is the same, you have to do a project. And in fact, every semester there will be a major project. And in this project, you will work with a team and solve a fairly complex problem. And once you have solved it, you will have to present your solution and then show us how it works, and maybe there can be a project showcase. So from year 1 onwards, you will have opportunities to develop your communication skills and team skills, because those are very essential things that you need to have as undergraduates. So once again, let me share this slide. So these are very important people for you, especially in the first year. So please reach out to us if you have any difficulty. The first point of contact, if you have some difficulty in a subject, are instructors and lecturers who teach you. So in the Faculty of Computing, every semester there are about 4 subjects that you have to follow. And there will be a lecturer who is responsible for the batch that you study. If you have any academic difficulty, please talk to your lecturer. If it's a lab, talk to the lab instructor. And if everything fails, you can speak to Dr. Namali, who looks after the year 1 program. And if specifically we are doing computer science or computer systems engineering, we have Dr. Jeevani or Professor Anuradha or Mr. Jeevaka, who are always there to help you. So I want to wish you all the very best in your studies. And I hope to see you in 4 years' time here during your convocation. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Professor Saman Tilakasiri, Dean of the Faculty of Engineering, to share some insights to the undergraduate study programs delivered at the faculty. Professor Tilakasiri graduated with first-class honors from the University of Mortua in 1990, obtained his master's from Imperial College, London, UK in 1992. He obtained his PhD from the University of South Florida, USA in 1996 and served the Department of Civil Engineering of University of Mortua and became a professor in civil engineering in 2009. He was also the director of undergraduate studies of the Faculty of Engineering at University of Mortua from 2001 to 2004. Professor Saman Tilakasiri is a fellow of the Institution of Engineers Sri Lanka and an international professional engineer of the IESL. He also practices as a geotechnical engineering consultant for national projects and currently serves as the senior geotechnical consultant to Outer Circular Highway Project, Northern Section and Section 1 and 2 of Central Expressway Project. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon, everyone. Professor Lakshman Ratnayaka, Dean, Faculty of, Chairman of SLIIT. Professor Lalit Kamake, Vice Chancellor of SLIIT. And Pro Vice Chancellors, Deans, and C officers, and my colleagues at the table. And also the students, new students, and their parents as well. So I joined the previous speakers in welcoming you to the Faculty of Engineering. So welcome to the Faculty of Engineering at SLIIT. And so the vision of the SLIIT, Faculty of Engineering, is to be an outstanding faculty for advancing and disseminating knowledge in engineering science and quantity surveying, fostering and promoting innovations, and producing globally recognized professionals capable of achieving sustainable development of the nation and beyond. So this is the vision of the Faculty of Engineering. So in line with the mission of the Institute of SLIIT. And the mission is according to that, so to accomplish the vision, so we have the mission. So the Faculty of Engineering, Associate Dean of the Faculty of Engineering is Dr. Gobidas Tamaraja, and Head Mechanical Engineering, Professor Mikara Lienege, Head Civil Engineering, Professor Ayanta Gomez, Head Materials Engineering, Dr. Mudit Karnaratna, Head Electrical and Electronics Engineering, Dr. Lasant Saniratna, and Head Quantity Surveying Department, Chartered Quantity Surveyor, Tilanka Vijayasinghe. So I will introduce you to the very important people of the first year. So we have a common first year for engineering and headed by engineering first year coordinator, Professor Niranga Amar Singh. And quantity surveying first year coordinator is Ms. Nishanti Gunaratna. And so if you have any other problems regarding the management or the course management, so you can meet Managed Administration, Faculty of Engineering, Mayanti Sandanayaka. So we have 10 undergraduate programs in the faculty. So we work in groups in doing our research. So recently we graduated 2 of our PhD graduates. So we carried out research in groups, as I mentioned. So there are 11 research groups in the faculty. So, and we have 27 PhD holders, and out of them, 13 are professors. So we are using the professorial network as in the other faculties. So we have 15 plus professorial network partners. And so currently, Professor George Mann of the Memorial University, Canada, and Professor Jagat Samarbandhu. He is Western Canada University. He is serving in the faculty at present. So we are not, so they are doing their research, and so the faculty is getting their research knowledge as well. So in addition to the undergraduate program, so we have 2 postgraduate programs that is offered by the faculty, that is MPhil and PhD programs. So we get their services of the collaborative research programs. So the university industry professional bodies collaborations, so we have 15 such collaborations. So our students, so when you are in the second year and third year, so you go for the industrial training. So we are going to maintain the professional links with the industry to the professional collaborations. And so we have the transfer pathways. So 10 such transfer pathways. I will talk about that later. So we have 5 specialization. So those are actually the ministry 4-year degrees, ministry approved 4-year degrees of the engineering. So we have civil engineering, mechanical engineering. So both these programs received ISL recognition for very recently. So so we have materials engineering, electrical and electronics engineering, and mechanical engineering specialization in mechatronics engineering. So we have all these 5 programs that is offered by the faculty. So in addition to that, so we have the Liverpool John Moores University, UK, so highly ranked university in UK. So that is offering us the BSc honors in quantity surveying degree. So that is what the quantity surveying department is offering. So in addition to that, as Vice Chancellor mentioned, so we have the University of Queensland, Australia, the 2+2 transfer options. That is in Bachelor's of Engineering honors in civil engineering, Bachelor's of Engineering honors in electrical engineering, Bachelor's of Engineering honors in mechanical engineering. So we have all these 3 programs from the top-notch university in collaboration with the University of Queensland. So we have, in addition to that, we have 1+3 trans options available for the mechanical engineering specializing in mechatronics engineering. So let me talk about the global transfer options. So earlier I talked about the transfer options. So that is the second year, you can complete the second year with us. And so you can transfer to any of the universities mentioned here. So we have the articulation agreement with those universities. So there are 6 universities in Australia. So we have the articulation agreements. And so University of Queensland is one of them. So that is, as mentioned earlier, so that is a top-notch university, top 8 universities in Australia. So they're not in the top 50 universities in the world. And so we have UK in University of Huddersfield and Hertfordshire and University of Edinburgh. So University of Edinburgh is a very high-ranked university. So we have the trans options available to those universities. And in USA, so we have 3 such universities. And in New Zealand, we have the trans options for University of Waikato. So all these options are available if you are joined with the Faculty of Engineering. So the Faculty of Engineering, we have all the lab facilities to conduct our undergraduate programs. So we have all the lab facilities to conduct undergraduate programs, and we have all the lecture halls to conduct undergraduate program. So these lecture halls are actually the air-conditioned lecture halls. with the multimedia option as well. So the very recently, the beginning of this month, we appointed our university Faculty of Engineering student community. So that is headed by President Asiala Vikramaratne. So that he is not here because he has a midterm today. So these are the office bearers of the FESC, that is Faculty of Engineering student community. So you can actually meet them, or the line of, so if you have any academic difficulty in any of these modules that you follow, so you can first meet the lecturers or the instructors, and then you can meet the head of departments, and you can meet, so twice a semester, we'll have the staff student license committee meeting. So you can mention, so those committee meetings will be attended by only the batch reps, that is from the batch. So you can actually complain to them. So my doors are always open, so you can come and complain to me. In the past, there are the lecturers were actually mentioned by names as well. So so if you have any difficulty in academic delivery, so these are the places to the complain, or the complain about the other facilities as well. So our students, so as mentioned earlier, so our students also may won the prizes. So the prizes are mentioned here. I am not going to go through them. So the prizes are, they participate in various competitions, and they win the prizes and medals. So the university education, as mentioned before, by the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor, and also Professor Niwan, so it is not about the education alone. So you have to do the extracurricular activities or the co-curricular activities. So so we have in the faculty provided you with the ample opportunities to do that. So there are, in the first row, in the presentation slide, so there are Kalanetram, that is offered by the institution, and the second row of slides, of pictures offered by the institution. So apart from these two pictures, the others are offered by the faculty. So we offer the SLIIT Got Talent. So this time we offered, held that in the Nelumpogon Ranga Theatre and RoboFest. So that is a key event of the faculty. So the faculty is offered by Electrical and Electronics Department. So we have the Grantera, and we have Bridge Fest. So that is, so we make the bridges out of the spaghetti bridges. So that is conducted by Department of Civil Engineering. So we have the Torana and SLIIT. So that is on the third time. So we will offering the SLIIT, that is SLIIT International Conference on Science and Technology. So that is the conference offered to our students. And so we offer the Young Engineers Engineering Expo. So that is based on your talents. So on the first year, the first semester, so we are going to have that competition. So that exhibition is actually SLIIT's got Young Engineers Expo. So we have the Civil Padura, that is the musical show that is organized by the Department of Civil Engineering. So the other pictures are showing the institution offered programs. So there are many programs offered by the institutions, and the Vice Chancellor mentioned about that at the beginning. So our pride is our graduates. So the Faculty of Engineering is, I think, so we graduated our batch, first batch in 2016. So up to now we have produced 2 PhD holders. So Dr. Ahalya Ravendran, so she graduated from University of Sydney, and she's working as a postdoc as present employment. And Dr. Charit Seniratna, so he graduated from RMIT in Australia. So he is at present working as the postgraduate student, so he is doing a postdoc option. And so Randullah Senrat Bandara will be graduating very soon. So in this semester, so she will be graduating from University of Manitoba, Canada. And so Dr. Sampath Jayalat, Professor Sampath Jayalat, so he's according to the Vice Chancellor's presentation, so I had to update this presentation because he is a professor now at University of Cape Town as well. And Ashan Marambe, so he is a mechanical engineer and working as a robotic expert in Japan. And Vayodha Rajakarna Ratna, so she is employed at the Mass Holdings Private Limited in Horana. So Jali Jayasankar Ratnabira, so he Ranabira, he is operating, he is employed as a graduate employee as Synergy in Synergy Engineering Limited in Canada. So, and Chamat Devendra, so she offered, he was actually, he served as the industrial engineer manufacturing of Lotus cars in UK. And Manuri Marasinghe, so she is doing her PhD at University of Western Australia, Southern Australia. So apart from this, so there are many of our graduates are doing their postgraduate studies at reputed universities and very high-rank universities in the world. So I wish them all. So those are our prides, and basically you can be one of them. And so our hope is that we will see all of you in this hall at the end of your the degree program. So see yourself here in 2000, so that is in exactly 3 years or 4 years. So that is depending on the entry point of your entry. So if you are entering 3-year degree programs, so you are supposed to graduate in exactly in 3 years. And if you are entering a 4-year graduate program, so you are graduating in 4 years. So SLIIT offers you the highest education, so that is satisfying your graduation dream, right? So thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to introduce Dr. Malitha Vijay Sundara, Dean of Faculty of Humanities and Sciences. Dr. Malitha Vijayasundara obtained his Bachelor of Engineering degree with honors in electronic engineering from the University of Warwick, United Kingdom in 1998. He completed his PhD in computer engineering at the University of Singapore in 2004. In the following year, he joined the Sri Lanka Institute of Information Technology. He has held positions of Head of IT Services, Head of the Department of Electronic and Computer Engineering, Dean of Academic Affairs, and Dean of Education and Student Experience. At present, he is the Dean of the Faculty of Humanities and Sciences at SLIIT. He is also a visiting professor at the Department of Electrical and Computer Engineering at the University of Rochester, New York. His research interests include low-power embedded systems design, content streaming for e-learning, and energy harvesting for animal tracking. Sir, I welcome you to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Good afternoon, everyone. Chancellor, Professor Lakshman Ratnayaka, Vice Chancellor, Professor Lalitha Gamage, Vice Chancellors, Deans, Heads of Departments, Chief Officers and Directors, academic and non-academic staff of SLIIT, parents, and dear students. I also would like to welcome all of you on behalf of the Faculty of Humanities and Sciences. So in our faculty, we have 12 degree programs, undergraduate as well as postgraduate. We have 4 full-time professors and 15 PhD holders. We also have 2,300 plus students, including postgraduates, and more than 50 in-house full-time staff. We have completed successfully 3 World Bank funded research projects recently, and we were commended for the successful completion. We have 7 research groups, including all the disciplines in our faculty, and we have 10 industry collaborations. So the beauty of our faculty is that it is so diverse, and you will be having friends and colleagues who are from other disciplines. So it will be a different experience to see how others see the problems that you see in a different way, and it will be also interesting to solve problems collaboratively because you are from multiple disciplines. So these are professors. Professor Colin Pires was introduced earlier. Then we have Professor Shriyani Pires, who is also the head of Department of Applied Sciences. Then we have Professor Sarath Pires. He is heading Department of Mathematics and Statistics. Then we have Associate Professor Charitha Jayaruk, who is not here, but he is the program coordinator for the biotechnology program. Then we have some key staff members to introduce. We have Dr. Kushanti Haraskama, Head of School of Law, Dr. Nilanga Abhesingha, Head of School of Psychology, Dr. Sashini Tenabadu, Head of English Language Teaching Unit. Then we have Mrs. Chandrika Dasanayaka, Head of School of Nursing, Dr. Harsha Vijayasekara, Head of School of Education, and Mrs. Utpala Ranasinghe, Manager of our faculty. So you will meet all of these people within your programs, and if you have any queries, issues, kindly come and meet us. You are welcome to visit our office on the 9th floor in the new academic building. In terms of programs, we have some local programs which are approved by the Ministry of Education or the UGC, and we have foreign programs which are done in collaboration with some of our foreign partners. So to start with the foreign programs, we have the psychology program with Liverpool John Moores University, and the law program again with the same university. So these two programs are very popular, and if you wish to, you can also transfer to these programs in the UK at any point within the program. We also have a very special arrangement with Deakin University for nursing students who will complete a higher diploma in Sri Lanka and then go on to finish their bachelor's degree in Deakin University in Melbourne, and also will get to work as registered nurses in Australia. So that's a great pathway to become professional nurses. Then if you switch to the local programs that we conduct at SLIIT, we have 5 B.Ed programs. So Bachelor of Education programs are targeted for secondary school teachers. So once you are a graduate, you will be able to teach up to A levels in school sector, government and private. So we have specializations. These are individual degrees specializing in English, social sciences, IT, physical sciences and biological sciences. So we have already graduated students from these programs, and they are very well employed and well sought after. Then we have the biotechnology program. I know some of you are joining that program, and we just graduated a large number of biotechnology students last week, in fact about 120, and some of them are already employed because during their internship they have worked very well, and the employers are very happy to recruit them immediately. So we also have financial mathematics and applied statistics program, which is an upcoming program introduced fairly recently. So we are working with banks, insurance companies, and finance companies. These are the places where they will be employed in. So both these programs are having a compulsory internship component where they will spend minimum of 3 months. Sometimes in the second program, in fact 6 months, in the industry, so that they will really work with actual problems the industry has. So this will not only give them a good exposure, but also guarantee future employment if they do well. I would also like to mention some of our postgraduate programs. I know you are not doing these at the moment, but we have a very successful postgraduate diploma in education, and we have more than 1,000 students in this program. And we recently launched our Master of Education program. Again, we have close to 200 students in that program. And we have applied and gone through the process of getting approval for 5 more programs. In fact, the first 2 will hopeful in launching these 2 this year. That is BA Honours English Studies and LLB Honours Law. So most likely we will have these programs launched this year. And we have also applied for BSc Honours Biomedical Science, BSc Honours Psychology, and BSc Honours Nursing as local programs. So hopefully within this year we will get the approvals for these programs. And key features of our programs are mostly hands-on laboratory-based programs. So we'll have field visits, and you'll be visiting the places where your degree will be used in real life, and you will see the places. If you are a law student, you will go to the Supreme Court and various places like Parliament and see how it is being used, how the laws are created, and so on. And you will have a lot of practicals if you are in biotechnology program, and even B.Ed, biological science program. So practicals are essential, and we have all the facilities for those practicals. And also we do a lot of industry talks, guest lectures, and for law students we have moot competitions. We have our own moot court so that you will practice how to argue a case like in a real courthouse. Then we have industry collaborated final year projects. So these are very important because the final year projects need to be practical so that we are solving a real problem. So we collaborate with the industry in finding these projects, and they are supervised by industry experts. Then depending on your course, you will have clinical placement, you will have industry placements, and if you are a B.Ed student, you will have teaching practicums. That is, you will be teaching in a school and you will be supervised how you are teaching. So it's a 10-week long process, and we will be evaluating you on how you do it. Then we encourage our students to do social service projects. In fact, the faculty as well as students get together in doing those. And we also have industry experts advising us on how to keep our programs current, because the environment changes so fast, and we need to upgrade and update our curriculum as well. So these are some of the facilities that we have for you, depending on your course. Some of the biotechnology facilities, and then the nursing lab. In the bottom right corner, you have the moot court that is for the law students. When it comes to faculty events, we have an annual conference, and we are doing the conference this year for the 5th time. And we have multiple competitions and events from different departments and schools. And we also have a student community. In fact, our student community president, Kavitma Tilakaratna, is here. So you'll meet her later, so that you can join the faculty student community and organize various events. So some of the events are shown here, especially this event called Handawa was organized last year, and it was very well organized by our student community. Then we also have faculty level events. National Educator Awards was organized by the faculty for the first time, and it was very well received, and we are going to expand its reach this year. And also we have an annual Teachers' Day celebration done by our education students. So as our previous speakers mentioned, we all want you to succeed and hopefully see you graduating in this forum, in this place, in 4 years' time. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Next on the agenda is the address by Mr. Chaminda Liuke Bandara, Acting Chief Academic Affairs Officer and Chief Technology Officer at SLIIT. Mr. Bandara was a senior IT professional offering over 25 years of extensive experience, including nearly 20 years of senior management roles in premier business conglomerates in Sri Lanka, in large financial, telecommunication, retail, and manufacturing companies in the Middle East and in the US. Mr. Bandara holds a BSc Engineering Honours degree in Computer Science and Engineering and an MBA in Information Technology, both from the University of Mortua, and many other professional IT certifications in IT service management, cybersecurity, and technology implementation and management from renowned IT bodies around the world. His areas of expertise include architecting IT infrastructure, IT service management, business systems design and management, IT governance, technology security and risk management, and disaster recovery and business continuity. He joined SLIIT as the Director of Information Technology and currently holds the position of Chief Technology Officer. Sir, you are cordially invited to address the gathering.
Good afternoon. Professor Lakshman Ratnayaka, Chancellor, Professor Lalit Gamage, Vice Chancellor, Pro-Vice Chancellors, Deans, Associate Deans, Chief Officers, Heads of Departments, academic and administrative staff, parents, and my dear students. Let me also join the previous speakers in welcoming you to SLIIT. Today is a very important day for both the parents and for the students because you will be starting a new chapter in your life. Your performances, your commitment, your attention to detail will help you define and shape your future. So I encourage all of you to give your best effort to ensure that you become a well-rounded global professional. And at SLIIT, we have the support system set up for you to take advantage of all the facilities that are available with us to become the professional that you want to become. And in my presentation, I will go through some of those. So we will have the orientation program starting very soon. This is a very interesting program. It's not only about subject matter, but we have very interesting other events lined up for you. So those who have come from different other fields, especially those who have come from non-math background and doing IT, you will undergo bridging modules during the bridging semester. And during the orientation program, we will have a campus navigator where we will take you around the campus and we will introduce to you all the services and facilities available for you within the campus. So these are some of the images captured from the previous events that we have organized with the previous batches. And I can assure you that we have all these events plus more lined up for you guys. As a student of SLIIT, you are entitled for additional benefits. So all of you are part of the Microsoft 365 academic platform, through which you will have access to genuine licenses of Microsoft Office that can be installed on your own machine. Also, as part of this subscription, you are entitled for a host of other tools, including cloud storage on OneDrive and SharePoint. You have your own email address. You will have access to tools like Microsoft Teams and Microsoft Power Tools. So I encourage all of you to make use of these tools during your stay at SLIIT. So these are some of the services offered to our students. We have the student support, counseling service, career guidance, sports and extracurricular activities, financial support, and so on. And I will get to the details as we go on. Student support. So when you have a query, a concern, or clarification about your studentship or about your academic matters, you have student support available in different forms. So you can connect with our student help desk, which is an online portal accessed at support.sliit.lk. You can log into the portal, put your query in, and start communicating with our support staff. Also, we have the student hotline, 0117 544 910, and there will be agents to take your call. For some reason, if you want to meet our support in person, our Student Services Division is located in level 1 of the main building, and you can meet our agents there. We also have the English help desk. We understand that most of you have done your initial studies either in Sinhala or in Tamil. And when you come here and start studying in English, you may encounter issues. To support you with this, we have the English help desk, which is located in level 2 of the main building. And also, as mentioned by the other speakers, you have plenty of support from the faculties for your academic related issues. So our Mala Bay campus is situated in a 25-acre area, and we offer you almost all the modern facilities that are available to a student. We have a well-being center, a medical center, student development center, and as mentioned earlier, a fantastic library, modern library. And we also offer Wi-Fi facilities across the campus. We believe that having a healthy mind is very important as you continue your education. To support you with this, we have set up the Wellbeing Center, which is also known as Helping Hands. So when you have a problem and if you feel like talking to someone, there are clinical psychologists available with us to talk to. And these people will help you to overcome your problems, be it academic or personal in nature. We also have the medical center, which is again located in level 2 of the main building, and our medical officer, Dr. Dhananjaya Bulatwat, is available for free consultation. And also we offer some of the medication free of charge to our students. The Career Development Center is the bridge between the academic community and the industry. So while studying at SLIIT, you get to interact with the industry, which is very, very important for all the students. So this Career Development Center will organize seminars, workshops, and they will bring down professionals from the industry to talk to you. These professionals will give you insights about the current trends in the industry and what the employers look for when you graduate and go out to the industry. So please make use of these opportunities and participate in these workshops and seminars. Career Development Center also organizes a career week every year. So we get the companies in the industry to come and set up stalls here. They will interview you, and if you possess the right skills, you could get employment with them. This is mainly applicable for our 3rd and 4th year students. So even before you graduate, you could be employed. And in fact, with our past experience, we have seen many of our students taking opportunity of these career weeks and getting employment even before they graduate. So as mentioned by Vice Chancellor, we offer over 20 different sports. So there are plenty to choose from. And we have facilities for all these sports. We have a large playground, a swimming pool, badminton court, tennis court, basketball court, and so on. In addition, we have the coaches to advise you. So even if you have not done a sport at school, you can still engage in a sport at SLIIT. And I encourage all of you to make use of these facilities and be part of at least one sport. Clubs and societies. We have many clubs and societies devoted to many subjects. And we have the Student Interactive Society, which is the main student body. And in addition, as mentioned by the previous speakers, we have the faculty-level student communities. So these student bodies are there to closely link the student with the staff of SLIIT. So if you are individual, if you have a problem, and if you don't want to come out in open, you can raise it up with your student bodies, and they will take it up with the SLIIT staff and get it resolved for you. Also, these clubs and societies organize various events. So you can take part in those events by engaging with them. So at SLIIT, we offer almost all our services online. In fact, SLIIT is one of the pioneering institutes in Sri Lanka to offer online educational platforms to our students, including the virtual laboratories. So we have the learning management platform, a very robust learning management platform. We call it the CourseWeb. This is a very, very important portal for all our students because this is where all the course material and student notices are published. And we also do record our lectures. So if you happen to miss a lecture, you can access them later on our EduScope platform. As mentioned earlier, we have the library services also offered, some of it offered online. Another valuable resource for you would be the student portal, which is currently being revamped, where you will get to see your entire profile. So you will see your semester registrations, the payment that you have made, your marks, and so on. Also, as mentioned earlier, student support is also available as an online portal. So we do offer a number of scholarships. If you have done exceedingly well in your advanced level examination, you could be entitled for A-level top performer scholarship, where we waive off the entire tuition fee for all the 4 years. And if you have excelled in sports and other extracurricular activities, you could be entitled for scholarships as well. And after you become a student of SLIIT, if you perform well in your academic semester, you are entitled for scholarships. So each semester we give you scholarships, and the top 1% of the students will get to study the next semester free of charge. Also, if you represent SLIIT in sports and other extracurricular activities, you could be entitled for scholarships as well. In addition to all these, there are industry-sponsored scholarships. These companies will offer you internship and employment opportunities, and in return, they will pay your tuition fees. Then we have the shuttle bus service, which is available from a number of destinations, from Kolpiti, Nigambu, Jayala, Panadura. And if you live in one of these cities, or if you are in the vicinity of the bus routes, you can make use of this service to travel to SLIIT. Again, the registration for the shuttle bus service is through an online portal, and once you register, you will get a QR code to access the service. So you can be an expert in your chosen field of study, but if you don't have self-control and if you are not responsible for your actions, you will not go too far. At SLIIT, we take discipline very seriously, and we emphasize that you maintain good discipline at all times. This is one of the main reasons that we have been able to provide you with uninterrupted education for the last 25 years. All our guidelines, rules, regulations are outlined in the student rule book, which again is published on the course web. I urge all of you to go through the student rule book, be familiar with the rules and regulations of SLIIT, and be responsible for your actions. So with that, I will wind up my short presentation, and I sincerely hope that you will have a great time with us, and wish you all the very best as you embark on this new journey. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. With that, we come to the end of today's proceedings. Before we conclude, I wish to share the following announcements from the organizers. After this session, you will be guided to the exits for your refreshments. Please produce a refreshments token given to you when obtaining those refreshments. Your orientation program timetable for the session, starting from the 1st of April, has been emailed to your personal and SLIIT email addresses. Please check the timetable and be present on campus on the given days to start and follow the program. Dear participants and undergraduates of March 2024 intake, remember that every expert once was a beginner. There are no limits to what you can achieve from today onwards. As you all set on this incredible journey that will help to shape the thinkers, professionals, citizens, and difference makers in you, we want all of you to know that the entire SLIIT community is here to support, guide, and encourage you as you commit to study here and reach greater heights. We wish you all the very best, and once again, welcome to SLIIT. Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem.